Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel for another coffee career chat. In today's career chat video, I'll be talking about my promotion journey from an SD1 to an SD2 at Amazon, and also share tips that I found really helpful throughout my promotion journey. So if you're interested, please stick around. For some context, I'm a backend software engineer and I joined my team back in April 2021, and I was officially promoted to an SD2 in December 2022. Overall, it took around a year and a half to get promoted, and this was also my very first software engineering job, as well as my first time going through a promotion process. So if you're in a similar position, I hope you'll find at least one of these tips helpful for your own promotion journey. My first tip is to learn and understand the promotion process for your specific role at your company early on. By learning and fully understanding the process, you're going to learn all the data points that you need in order to get promoted to the next level. Most companies should already have a well-defined promotion process written down for your specific role, and also have a set of data points that you will need to showcase as the individual who's trying to get promoted to the next level in their role. So think of it like a career GPS. This may seem like an obvious tip, but I had some of my friends wait for their manager to approach them about the promotion process instead of them trying to understand it from the very beginning. I personally think that it's really important for the individual to have a very strong grasp and understanding on what it takes to be performing well in their current role, as well as the skill sets and the data points that they need to showcase to be considered for the promotion, because promotion doesn't happen overnight. It's a very long process, and there's a lot of data points that you'll need to collect in order to showcase in your promotion document that you are able to perform in the next level. So I started the conversation with my manager to learn about the key difference in expectations, and this helped me really understand what kind of skills I should start developing or what kind of responsibilities I should try taking on in order to showcase that I'm performing at the next level. In short, getting a clear understanding of the process as well as the data points that you need to showcase that you're performing at the next level is laying the foundation for your promotion journey. In order to get those data points, you're gonna have to take on projects and also responsibilities that's within the scope of an SD2. And sometimes as an SD1, you may not get those opportunities. So my next tip is to ask for opportunities to help you get those data points. Specifically, ask for projects that are within the scope of an SD2 level. This is because in order to get promoted, being good at your role is frankly not good enough. You need to act and take responsibility as if you're already performing at the next level. But of course, only ask for these responsibilities when you feel ready, because the last thing you want is to feel stressed and overwhelmed while struggling to finish the project. Eventually, when you do have a bigger and more ambiguous project assigned to you, don't shy away in asking for regular feedback from your peers or even your senior engineers throughout your entire design phase. Which leads me to my next tip, which is to ask for regular feedback, whether it's your performance or even your design reviews. I personally think that this tip could be applied to any aspect of your career. However, I think it's especially important when you're working towards a major milestone like getting a promotion. So I would recommend to get into the habit of regularly presenting your work and your progress to your manager in order to get the direct feedback that you need. This will also help you gauge whether you're on track for your promotion or not. If you aren't on track, then these regular feedback discussions with your manager or your mentor will help define actionable tasks that you need in order to work towards your promotion goal. Speaking of mentorship, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Formation. Formation is an online fellowship for early to mid-career software engineers who want to land jobs at top companies like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Apple. In addition to senior engineering mentors, Formation uses adaptive learning technology to create a custom program for each fellow, tracking their progress and closing skill gaps on a personalized learning roadmap. They were founded by a top-tier team of engineers from Meta and Nextdoor who interviewed thousands of candidates and trained hundreds of interviewers during their tenure. Formation provides engineering mentorship and unlimited mock interviews until you've got a signed offer letter in hand. Formation isn't just about prepping you to pass the interviews. Their fellows lead the program with the knowledge and confidence to thrive at the world's leading companies. So if you're interested in checking out Formation's fellowship program, you could apply for free using the website below in the description box. Regardless of whether you're accepted into the program or not, you'll still get invaluable career advice from their assessment and interview prep guide that's a really helpful resource for your interviews, especially at the FANG level companies. Thanks again to Formation for sponsoring this portion of the video. My next tip is for you to keep an internal resume of your project, achievements, and the impact that you've made on the team. I personally think that this is one of the most underrated activities that you could be doing for yourself. While there are tools that helps you digitize and track the tasks that you've been working on, it only goes so far. In short, it's very instrumental since all of the data points that you need for your promotion is consolidated into one place. And this will help your manager a lot while they're writing the promotion document for you. So I'll show you the template of the internal resume that I used throughout my promotion journey. Okay, so here's the internal resume template that I used in order to track my work, and it could basically be separated into 3 different sections. The first section is working independently and collaborating. So this is a section where you're going to want to add data points where you could showcase that you're able to work both independently and with your team in order to deliver goals successfully. In this section, it'll also be very helpful if you add examples where you're able to recognize any conflicting views that happen within your team and where you've been able to be engaged in constructive discussions among them. The next section is team improvement, and this is the section where you want to add all your data points to show how your work adds value to the team. And this section is subdivided into 4 different areas. The first one is code reviews. In this section, not only do you want to add good code review examples that you've published throughout your time in the team, but you should also provide examples of useful code reviews and impactful comments you've made on changes submitted by your teammates as well. The next one is operational excellence, and here you're going to want to provide examples of when you constructively identified problems and proposed solutions to your team's software, and also add any operational enhancements you've made into your team's software as well. The next section is development and testing, and this is where you want to add examples where you improved your team's testing processes. Some testing enhancement could be that you added more unit tests to enhance your team's code coverage, or even adding more integration tests. The next section is onboarding new teammates. As you grow into a more senior position in your team, you're expected to be able to confidently onboard new engineers about the team's customers, software, tech stack, and other operational aspects. So adding data points where you're able to successfully do this is really great. Usually your manager should assign you as a new onboarding buddy if a new teammate arrives, and if you haven't had that opportunity yet, feel free to ask your manager about that. The last section of this template is projects and design documents. This section is really just for you to summarize the projects you've worked on and its importance and impact on the team, and also add any links to any important documents or code reviews you've written for your major projects. My next tip is more a personal one, which is don't be afraid to push back even if the person you're pushing back to is more senior than you. Just make sure that you do have valid arguments to back up your claim when you are pushing back though. I said that this tip was a bit personal because during my promotion document review, it was actually brought up whether or not I'm able to push back when the situation is needed. And that was actually the one and only concern that was made during my promotion review. And so I had to find more data points through my code reviews to show that I'm able to push back. And it was really hard to look for those data points, to be honest, because I felt like I didn't showcase that a lot or didn't have the opportunities to showcase that I am able to push back. So that's why I'm mentioning this. Especially as an SD1, I know how difficult it could be to speak up, let alone push back to someone who's more senior than you. I would recommend starting small and maybe raise questions or concerns that you may have. And this will hopefully help you develop more of that nature to push back whenever you do need to. Now, my last tip is to don't forget to maintain your work-life balance throughout this entire process. Although a promotion is a nice achievement, it's not your entire life, and I'm sure there's other achievements outside of work that you want to work towards. I also wanted to remind everyone to not compare your progress with others, because once you start comparing yourself with other people, you start to take away the joy in the achievements and milestones that you've made in life. This is definitely something that I need to remind myself every day as well. Alright, so that is it for today's career chat. Please like and subscribe if you found any of these tips helpful. It really helps this channel out. And if you've been through a promotion journey yourself, let me know down below if there's any other tips that you would recommend. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!